The Goblin Builder, everything that you need to know. Is it worth it? How do I use it most strategically? All of that right now on the Clash Tips YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Clash Tips YouTube channel. Recently, Supercell introduced into the game the Goblin Builder and the Goblin Researcher. We're just going to call him the Goblin Guy since he does both. That way I don't have to say that every single time. But maybe you're asking, is it worth it for me? How much does it cost? How do I get the gems to pay for it? How do I use the Goblin Builder, the Goblin Guy, most effectively? And the first thing that we notice is you must have all 5 builders. So if you do not have all 5 builders on your base, make sure you use your gems on buying all of your builders first. We did go over the importance of that in our rushing video. So if you're interested in hearing me rant about that, then go back to that video to learn more about it. I will put the link in the notes below. That way you can watch that. But let's head over to our rush base because the Goblin Guy is going to be most valuable at the lower town halls, and I want to explain why. Now this here is our strategic rush base. We are actually in day number 40 of upgrading. We have been hero focused on this. Our heroes are going up nonstop, but also on this base, we have access to the Goblin Guy. And if you look at the Goblin Guy, if we want to upgrade a building like this Wizard Tower, for example, then and all of 5 builders are busy, the Goblin Guy will pop up and will say, hey, looks like all your builders are busy, but I can build that for you for a few extra gems. And if I want to upgrade this Wizard Tower, then it's going to cost me 13 gems. So it does cost gems, and maybe that's not something that you want to pay for. The exact cost that Supercell has set down for the Goblin Builder is 40 gems per day, or 1 gem for every 36 minutes of build time. So if you have a building that you want to upgrade, the total build time is 1 day. It's going to cost you 40 gems to set the Goblin Guy down to build that. Maybe you say, I don't want to spend gems on a 6th builder, or if you already have 6 builders, then a 7th builder. If you have Bob or Otto, I don't exactly understand the name yet, but we'll get there eventually. And honestly, it comes down to your priorities. The reality is Supercell already gives us a ton of free gems every single day. If you collect your obstacles on your main base, you can get about 2 gems per obstacle. There is a complicated cycle. I'm going to put that on screen. That way you can see it for every single obstacle that you collect. Also, on the builder base, you can actually collect obstacles and get gems that way as well. Super easy way to collect gems. Each obstacle will spawn once every 8 hours, so that means that you're able to collect about 6 gems per day per village, which totals out about 12 gems per day. Also, they give us access to the gem mine. Now, my gem mine on my rush base is broken. I have not built it yet. But if you have a max gem mine, then you're going to be getting about 4.8 or 5-ish gems per day in the gem mine, or 6 gems per day with the clock tower. Also, we have access to the gem box. Now, the gem box only appears about once every 2 weeks on average, but it does give you 25 gems whenever you're actually able to collect that gem box. So that works out to around 20 gems per day that Supercell is giving us for free. So if we are going to use the Builder Guy, then in reality, if we're just using our free gems that we get on a daily basis, the reality is it's only going to be costing us about 20 gems. And one way that I forgot to mention that you can actually collect gems is through achievements on top of all the free ways that they've already given us. Now on my rush base, I've already started collecting all of these achievements. I've gotten tons and tons of gems. As you can see, there are lots more ways that I can collect more gems. So there are lots of free ways to be able to collect gems. And if your ultimate goal is to get to max as quickly as possible, then using the Goblin Guy to build or to research just may be worth it to you. Clash Ninja has actually already calculated total time to max, as you can see on the screen here. With 5 builders, it will take over 4 years to max out your account from level 1 to Town Hall 15. If you have 6 builders, then it cuts almost a little over 6 months off of that, so it's almost 3.5 years with 6 builders, or you're saving about 20% of your building time. If you had a 7th builder, then that would additionally save you not quite 20% more time, which means you could max out your village in under 3 years, and this isn't even including the Gold Pass, which can actually save you an additional 20% of builder and research time. Now, I know the question that you're asking is, why don't I just go into the trader shop and buy a book of building for 925 gems. Well, if you sit down and actually do the numbers, a level 6 eagle takes about 20 days to upgrade. If we divide the 925 gems that it costs by the 20 days that it takes to upgrade the eagle, which is the longest upgrade time in all of Clash of Clans, then that comes out to a cost of 46.25 gems per day. So it is a bit more expensive to use a Book of Building on a max item like 20 days, like the Max Eagle, than using the Goblin Builder. But also with a Book of Building, you get an immediate building upgrade or an immediate troop upgrade rather than having to wait on the builder or the researcher to finish it. So it comes down to, is it worth it to you? If you're on a lower base, if you have a Town Hall 2 through, say, a Town Hall 11, the upgrade and the research times are a lot lower than they are at Town Hall 15, which can go into 14, 15, 18, 19, 20 days. So on lower Town Halls, it's going to be much more gem efficient to actually use the Goblin Guy rather than buying a Book of Building or a Book of Spells or a Book of Fighting. So if you're at a lower town hall and you're wanting to use your gems most efficiently, most strategically, then using the Builder Guide to upgrade and to research is definitely worth it. Now for me, on my rush base, I'm going to be using it to upgrade my heroes. Right now, all of my heroes are down, but if I'm upgrading something and I have the pink elixir or the dark elixir to upgrade a hero, I don't have a builder available, then I will be using the Goblin Guy to upgrade my hero. In my lab, it already takes over a year longer to max out your lab than it does to max out your base. And also, it's going to be super nice to have access to max efficient armies more quickly. So I am already using the Goblin Guy to research in my lab. Because for an effective cost of only 20 gems per day, I can have access to much higher level armies. If you would like to follow this rush build and you're interested in seeing how I'm using my Goblin Builder and Researcher, make sure you follow this channel because we will be using it over the next 60 days while he is here. Also, like and share this video with any clanmates who might have questions about the Goblin Builder and Researcher, how much he costs, how many free gems they actually get per day, and how they can use those gems most efficiently by using this new item in-game. Until then, I am TipDog20, and I will see you next video.